Because the times
Woke up this morning thinking about
Those summer days.
best friend got caught up when I stayed in Douglasville. Doing some stuff by myself. I'm a
What's good, y'all? We got a pretty long video, 22 minutes. So, shoot, y'all get your burgers. I'm about to be doing mine. Get some chips, you know what I'm saying? You know, the Trader Joe's. You feel me? Got my little cheese dip right here, bro. Got my little cup of some water. Let's get into it.
A lot more information on the Young Thug, Gunna, YSL, RICO indictment. Since the papers dropped, I told you I would try to get it for you guys. And we've got an overall outline now of the crimes that were committed, what they're being charged of, the people that are being charged, and we get a better look as to the evidence that they're going to present forward when court comes. So it says right here, Part 1, the conspiracy. As associates of the enterprise Young Slime Life, hereinafter YSL, the defendants conspired to associate together and with others for the common purposes of illegally obtaining money and property through a pattern of racketeering activity and conducting and participating in the enterprise through a pattern of racketeering activity. In furtherance of the conspiracy, the defendants engaged in the activities enumerated herein. The objectives of the conspiracy included, but were not limited to, preserving, protecting, and enhancing the reputation, power, and territory of the enterprise through acts of racketeering activity including murder, assault, and threats of violence. If you guys recall, this is pretty much saying, hey, this is YSL. We're going to make sure everybody knows not to mess with YSL, so we're going to commit crimes of violence. If people talk bad about YSL, we're going to make sure something happens to them. And if you recall, throughout Young Thug's career, there was a lot of talking he did on social media saying people messing with YSL, what's going to happen to them, and beefs that he's had back and forth with preserving, protecting, and enhancing the reputation, power, and territory of the enterprise by the posting of messages, images, videos, and songs demonstrating allegiance to the enterprise and a willingness to engage in violence on its behalf, maintaining armed individuals ready and willing to.
This don't make sense. You're doing all this. Where's the 401k at? Where's the health care? Where's the benefits? You know what I'm saying? You don't get nothing from a gang or a clique besides saying you a Young Thug. Gunna, you got a way out to this, bro. You got a big way out, but you'll be labeled a rat. I'm like, fuck it, bro. Be honest with y'all. If I knew Young Thug and he kind of helped me come up by seeing him start acting funny style, I'm like, yo, this is not my case. I might be associated with y'all. I might even be in a clique. But I'm not going down with y'all for 30 years. Because I love my life. I didn't do all that shit that y'all have been doing. I don't know. And then they try to bring Lil Baby into this. What?
Preserve, protect, and enhance the reputation, power, and territory of the enterprise through the use of violence. An example of this is, if you remember, Lil Wayne's tour bus shooting. The guy that did that, Pee Wee Roscoe, also known as Jimmy Winfrey, he got sentenced to 10 years, or he was facing 20. And then something happened that he was able to appeal and overturn his case. So he got out late 2020. And then now he's on this indictment as well. And they mentioned that specific case before. So that would be an example of maintaining armed individuals ready and willing to pretty much enhance the reputation of YSL. Young Thug was beefing with Lil Wayne at that point, and he wanted to let people know, hey, YSL is not to be messed with. You're not to beef with me. This is what happens if you try and do so. Obtaining money, weapons, and other property through acts of racketeering activity, including robbery, theft, and the unlawful sale and distribution of drugs, and obstructing law enforcement investigations and court proceedings through witness intimidation and attacks upon law enforcement officers. That's self-explanatory. So there's part 2, the enterprise. YSL is an enterprise consisting of a group of individuals associated in fact, although not a legal entity. This comes into conflict with people that will say, oh, Young Stoner Life, YSL is a record label. They're going to dispute that. Treyway, 9Trey tried to use that same defense. I think one of the stronger points that they'll have is saying, we have evidence from 2012 of YSL being a gang. And the record label didn't start until, maybe 2015 plus. So they're going to make a distinction and say this is what they're referring to when they say YSL. YSL constitutes an ongoing organization whose members function as a continuing unit for the common purpose of achieving the objectives of the enterprise. So it says its history. It's a criminal street gang that started in late 2012 in the Cleveland Avenue area of Atlanta, Georgia. You always hear Young Thug talking about Bleveland. This is what he's referring to. They claim affiliation with the Bloods. And then it says YSL's founders were Jeffrey Williams, a.k.a. Young Thug, a.k.a. Slime, Walter Murphy, a.k.a. DK, and Trontavious Steffens, a.k.a. Tick, a.k.a. Slug, who Young Thug raps about, shouting out Tick. Jeffrey Williams, an Atlanta-based hip-hop artist, made YSL a well-known name by referring to it in songs on social media. Now they talk about identifiers. This is presenting the case to the jury and telling them, hey, this is how you know they're referencing YSL. This is what they do. YSL associates use a variety of identifiers including colors, clothing, tattoos, and hand signs, as well as verbal and written identifiers. YSL claims affiliation with the National Bloods Gang, and some associates also claim the Blood subset gang Sex Money Murder or 30 Deep. YSL associates often display their colors by wearing a green or red bandana on their person, a practice known as flagging. YSL associates often wear clothing with the letters YSL or the word slime printed on them. YSL associates also often wear pendants displaying the letters YSL or the word slat. The most predominant YSL colors are red for Bloods and green for Slime. YSL associates use a variety of hand signs. One of the most common hand sign wiping the nose with the index finger. And you see Young Thug does that all the time, and he has slat tattooed on the inside of his index finger, so it shows when he does that in photos and music videos. Another frequently used YSL hand sign consists of curling the ring and pinky finger inward toward the palm while extending the index and thumb with the middle finger slightly curved. The extended middle and index fingers represent the Y, the curved middle finger represent the S, etc., etc. I'm not going through all of that. YSL associates use a variety of other identifiers. Often YSL associates will write or say the word blat, which means blood love all the time. YSL associates also use the word slat, which means slime love all the time. Often associates will simply refer to each other as blood or slime. They also refer to Cleveland Avenue as Bleveland. Green heart, green snake, blowing nose, and green vomit emojis are also symbols commonly used by members of YSL. Then they talk about where they operate, and it says Southeast Atlanta in the Cleveland Avenue area, but are expanding their activities into the surrounding metropolitan area. Now we get a laundry list of charges. We're only going to go over mainly Young Thug as well as...
I'm going to be honest with y'all. Cleveland Avenue is like... I used to get dropped off because my ex lived in Locust Grove, so I used to have to go up there, get dropped off, and then we go down on the Locust Grove. Like Cleveland Avenue is, not gonna lie to you, is shitty as hell. It's nothing going on over there. I'm gonna be completely honest. At least based off what I've seen, it don't look like a lot of stuff is going on. I bet it is, don't get me wrong, but based off what I seen at the age of 17, it didn't look like it was popping. Barely businesses, a lot of homeless people. They don't really care about their citizens. I mean, it's America. They don't give a fuck about poor people. But I'm just saying, if I was a street gang member or if I was a leader of a street gang and I see homeless people, I see workers. So I'm like, hey, if we get that person cleaned up and that person cleaned up and that person cleaned up, those young kids, they about to graduate high school, they parents struggling, let's give them all jobs. Hey, you need money for college? Here you go. Come work for me. I got a warehouse. The only thing I need you to do is move boxes here. You do this. Like, Young Thug had the money to put people to work. He didn't have to slang shit or racketeer shit. Like, that's stupid to me. Not gonna lie, it's just very stupid.
Gunna, or we're going to be here for a very long time. But just as you can see, these charges start from 2013. They have charges from 2013 every year until the current year. They've been building this case for a very long time. One of the first charges is 2013 for Young Thug. On September 9th, defendant Jeffrey Williams did commit the felony offense of theft by receiving stolen property. when he possessed property, a firearm, the property of Ann Phillips, which is someone else, that Williams knew or should have known was stolen with the intent of depriving Ann Phillips of said property. So this is one crime. Another crime by Young Thug. This is 4/20/2014. Defendant Jeffrey Williams, an associate of YSL, appeared in a video released on social media titled Ew, where defendant states, "Red just like Elmo, but I never effing giggle. YSL won't fold, pick his ass off from the balcony. YSL, wipe a nigga nose. I'm a F for the cash, then she getting robbed by Tick," which is Trontavious Stevens. "In a Bentley on West Lee getting trailed by Sniper. All I ever wanted was the money. Put your hands in the air if you dare. Any mother effer to step over here, effing in, put him in a wheelchair." An overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. They use song lyrics a couple of times here in music videos. I think it's to paint the broader picture to the jury of, hey, we're putting together this massive image, and here's all of these different pieces of information to help you make the decision of, yeah, this is a criminal enterprise, and they're pushing this in the music as well. Some people made the connection of, hey, we're arresting people for song lyrics. Eminem should be tried for song lyrics then. Well, those are fictional lyrics. If you're rapping legitimate lyrics, that's a different story.
True. Eminem, a lot of his shit, he never did. Young Thug, they self-incriminate themselves. What's that one song? Everybody sing it with me. Rap snitches, telling all their business. They be in court and be their own star witness. Do you see the perpetrator? Yeah, right here. Fuck around, get the whole label set up for, yeah, nigga.
Had Eminem act.
MF Doom said the shit. Oh, fuck. MF Doom said the shit not too long ago when I was a little kid. When I was a baby, he said that shit. Rap snitches, telling all they business. See me in court and be my own star witness. Do you see the perpetrator? Yeah, I'm right here. Fuck around, get the whole label set up for years. That what the nigga did.
Actually committed the crimes that he talked about in those song lyrics, they would have likely used those song lyrics against him as well. Another example that I'm just going to use that isn't Young Thug, but they're using social media posts, says defendant Walter Murphy, an associate of YSL, did pose for a photo released on social media with the letters YSL tattooed on his forehead, an overt act of furtherance of the conspiracy. And then you see YSL DK right here, and it says YSL for life. And then another one where they have him throwing up the gang signs where he has a rich gang. So this is November 3rd, 2014, 8 years ago. Defendant Jeffrey Williams, an associate of YSL, did pose for a photo released on social media wearing red clothing and flashing a YSL gang hand sign, an overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. And then 2015, January, Jeffrey Williams, Young Thug, an associate of YSL, rent a 2014 silver Infiniti Q50 sedan from Hertz, which was used in the commission of the murder of Donovan Thomas Jr., a rival gang member, on the 10th day of January 2015, which is an act of racketeering activity in furtherance of the conspiracy. This is why they're bringing all of this evidence together, because just this alone wouldn't be enough to convict Young Thug. He's going to have a strong defense. Like, hey, I just rented this car. It's rented under my name. That doesn't mean I knew that this rival gang member is going to be killed in it. That doesn't mean I let someone else borrow it with that intention, etc. And then another one, January of 2015. Jeffrey Williams, an associate of YSL, and Kyle Ori, the leader of the criminal street gang Sex Money Murder, did engage in conversation with one another. And the conversation stated, so these guys have either wiretaps or somebody informed them or something, because it says conversation stated that sacrifices must be made, soldiers must fall in order for the battle to be won. The conversation further states, per all, 5 HO20, Street Life, KG to God, 3 Shot, Nasty New, and M1, the AKAs of the 5 leaders of the Sex Money Murder in Georgia. Anybody not under one of these individuals in the state of Georgia must line up Pete Sap. There is no rolling from one to the other. Everything is as is if you are one. Sex Money Murder. Nothing added and nothing taken away to guns. An overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. Then the next day, Jeffrey Williams did appear in a video released on social media 16 days after the murder of Donovan Thomas, which was the one that was used, the Infiniti car, stating, so a nigga lie to they mama, lie to they kids, lie to they brothers and sisters. then get right into the courtroom and tell the God's honest truth. Don't get it. Y'all niggas need to get effing killed, bro. From me and YSL. And then another one. 2/9/2015. Associates of YSL, Jeffrey Williams, and others appeared in a video released on social media displaying YSL gang hand signs and blood gang signs with the caption, "You dig, 30 YSL coming soon." This is another one from 2015, and this is Roscoe that I had mentioned earlier. Jimmy Winfrey, an associate of YSL, committed the felony offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. An object when used offensively against a person is likely to result in serious bodily injury upon the person of Dwayne Carter, aka Lil Wayne, by shooting at a bus in which Dwayne Carter was a passenger with said firearm. And then in 2015, July 7th, it says defendant Jeffrey Williams did commit the felony offense of terroristic threats when, while Christopher May attempted to inform Williams that he was no longer welcome at Perimeter Mall, Williams stated, "If you continue to approach, I'll shoot you in the face with a gun." This is crazy. Then, March 25th, 2016, Jeffrey Williams appeared in a video released on social media titled Slime, where lyrics state, "Hey, this that slime, hey, YSL, hey, killing 12, hey, F a jail, hey, cooking white brick, I'm not new to this, I'm so true to this, hey, I done put a whole slime on 100 licks, slime or get slimed, I'm in the VIP and I got that pistol on my hip, you praying that you live, I'm praying that I hit, hey, this that slime, F the police in a high speed, 100 rounds in a Tahoe, I'm prepared to take them down, got banana clips for all these niggas acting monkey, this that slime, this that mob, F the judge, YSL, this that mob life." Another instance where they're using song lyrics against Young Thug. Then we're starting to get stuff that Sergio Kitchens, also known as Gunna, is involved in. And this is in 2017, specifically on September 24th. Defendant Sergio Kitchens, which is Gunna, and Jeffrey Williams, Young Thug, did commit the felony offense of theft by receiving stolen property when, while possessing firearm, Kitchens or Williams should have known was stolen with the intent of depriving someone else. So someone else in the gang stole it and gave it to them, and they're saying they should have known that it was stolen. So they're in possession of stolen property. Then another charge.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back. I'm back. I had a lot of great news going on, like back to back to back to back. But yeah, we're gonna get back into Young Thug facing life. Sad.
I done put a whole slime on 100 licks, slime or get slimed, I'm in the VIP and I got that pistol on my hip, you praying that you live, I'm praying that I hit, hey, this that slime, F the police in a high speed, 100 rounds in a Tahoe, I'm prepared to take them down, got banana clips for all these niggas acting monkey, this that slime, this that mob, F the judge, YSL, this that mob life. Another instance where they're using song lyrics against Young Thug. Then we're starting to get stuff that Sergio Kitchens, also known as Gunna, is involved in. And this is in 2017, specifically on September 24th. Defendant Sergio Kitchens, which is Gunna, and Jeffrey Williams, Young Thug, did commit the felony offense of theft by receiving stolen property when, while possessing firearm, Kitchens or Williams should have known was stolen with the intent of depriving someone else. So someone else in the gang stole it and gave it to them, and they're saying they should have known that it was stolen.
You know something that Young Thug should be thinking about? His kids, his family, how it affects everyone around him that cares and loves about him. I'm sorry. I just... When you do illegal shit at certain ages, don't you think in your head, all right, I want to see my mom grow to old age. I want to see my kids grow up. You can't change the past, no. But you could stop what's going on in your life. You could cut that shit off. You go hold everybody accountable and kick them to the wayside. Because they're bad for your brand. Sometimes you have to cut people off. They be talking now, blah say blah, whoopsie whoop. He said, she said, oh my God, shut the fuck up.
Stolen. So they're in possession of stolen property. Then another charge was both of them Possession of methamphetamine with intent to distribute. Another charge. Possession of hydrocodone with intent to distribute. Another charge. Possession of marijuana with intent to distribute. Another charge. Participation in criminal street gang activity. Sergio Kitchens and Jeffrey Williams. And then another one for Jeffrey Williams on 12/30/2017. Appeared in a video released on social media captioned Original Slime Stuff, showing Young Thug flashing YSL gang signs with lyrics stating Murder Gang Stuff, YSL Until We're Dead and Pale. Then 2018, an associate of YSL did appear in a video, Anybody, with Williams stating, I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that body. This is crazy. Oh my goodness. This is the first time I've read through this fully. I told them to shoot 100 rounds, ready for war like I'm Russia. I get all type of cash. I'm a general. And this is what they're charging Jeffrey Williams, a.k.a. Young Thug, with. They're saying, you're the general of this YSL stuff. And here they have him saying, I'm the general. This is Young Thug and Gunna again. We're the subject of a traffic stop for speeding. Involved in the stop were 2 vehicles, one driven by Thug and another closely following Thug, containing 4 individuals who were armed with numerous weapons with high-capacity magazines to include an AK-47 with a 30-round magazine. So they're saying these guys that were following Thug and Gunna and the car behind them were part of the gang and they were the soldiers. Young Thug again, January 2019. He appeared in a video on social media, Bad Boy, with lyrics, more song lyrics. You better watch the way you breathe around me, for that breath be your last, boy. Smith & Wesson 4.5 put a hole in his heart, better not play with me. Killers, they stay with me. I shot at his mommy, now he no longer mention me. I had on Margellas when I shot at that cunt. Act like you want war and they gonna smoke you like a blunt. Jeffrey Williams again, August 2019. Posted an image on social media tagging YFN Lucci, stating, YFN, if I ain't like what you did for your mother and kids, I would have been killed you. Then, once again, September 16th, Young Thug posts a video titled Just How It Is. More song lyrics. I escaped every one of the licks because I was supposed to be rich. I don't care nothing about no cop. I'm telling you just how it is. Hit him with the Mac now his whole body scabbed. I done for the crew, I done did the robbing, I done did the jacking, now I'm full rapping. Last nigga tried me, almost got popped in Lennox. Ask the cops, ask the detectives. Oh, we're going to hear them speak right now. They know all the business. Ask the cops and the detectives all the jurisdictions. Gave the lawyer close to $2 million. He handles all the killings. We don't speak about stuff on wax. It's all mob business. Well, he's speaking on it right now. We've got nothing but lyrics of Young Thug speaking on it. We know
Funny thing is, I wasn't talking this whole fucking time, and I feel stupid as hell. Basically, what I'm saying is, Young Thug. I ain't gonna explain it again. This don't make sense to me. It's stupid. In a sense of, why are you snitching on yourself? I know how they say Eminem does that and does it, but he never acted on nothing he did. They say actors talk about all this crime and does all this crime in movies. They don't go to jail. Well, if they can match your lyrics to real crime scenes and to real, real criminals, you're going to jail because you're part of it, because you know information about it and you didn't go to the police. Young Thug escaped and snitch, but he ain't like that. So he's going to have to sit down and possibly do life. Hey, I pray for him, man. I don't wish no black men go to jail. Be honest with y'all.
to kill the biggest cats of all kittens. As you can see, just so far, there are tons of charges on Young Thug, or counts on Young Thug. This is the one that was going popular on social media, where Gunna appeared in a video released on social media titled Fox 5 wearing a YSL pendant and a slat pendant with lyrics stating, "We got 10 100-round choppers." Then, 2021, April, Young Thug released on social media a song titled Really Be Slime with lyrics stating, "My nigga really they slime and we committing them crimes. Hop out and shoot, roll one up for the gang. You wanna be slime? Go catch you a body. Me and lil bro, we used to steal from the store. Had to stick it and go." Once again, another social media post, Slatty song with lyrics stating, "I killed his man in front of his mama, like F lil bro, sister, and his cousin. I shoot out, kill him not leaving a trace. I had to break in the safe, yeah, and I didn't leave him a trace. Dissect your body like science class, nigga. Gangster cause you got a body. Lil nigga magazine clips so you might get your issue. You think you're gangster cause you got a pistol. Look at my trigger start itching. YSL, we going overboard." Then there's a conversation that was being had with a bunch of other people. So it says all of these names and Young Thug did engage in a conversation where Young Thug asks, "Y'all ain't beat him up or shot him yet." Then states, "Y'all niggas getting soft." And this is why song lyrics will likely work in this situation, because they have evidence of Young Thug talking to these guys in a private conversation like this and then going and rapping about pretty much the similar things. So he's out here saying, "Y'all didn't kill or beat up these people. What's wrong with y'all?" Which is in furtherance of the conspiracy because, hey, we're YSL. We need to keep perpetuating this image that we have, and we got to make sure nobody gets away with anything. Another charge for Young Thug and this Marquavius guy, they posted a photo on social media from lockdown to a jet slat biz. So every time they're using slat, YSL, all of this stuff, they're going to present it as this is in furtherance of the gang. This is Marquavius on 11/14/2021. So this is November 2021, and this is still active.
Damn.
Young Thug is having a conversation with this other guy when Huey states, "You know I'm ready to handle the business and go sit down if I got to about any one of y'all on my mama." So he's talking to Young Thug and saying, "Hey, Young Thug, if anything happens, I'm willing to sit down and do the time for you and whoever else is above." So I think this is not only using it to say, hey, this is in furtherance of the conspiracy, but also to pinpoint Jeffrey Williams, a.k.a. Young Thug, as the head honcho. This guy's willing to go to prison for you, so you're the top guy. But as it looks, with this kind of charge, can't really take it for Young Thug. Then they have another post of Young Thug appearing in a video with the Bloods gang sign. Another one posing for a video wearing a YSL pendant, wiping his nose. Then this year, just February, an associate for YSL, Young Thug, posed for a photo wearing a YSL pendant, a bracelet with the word slime, and a red letter B tattooed on his chest. This just keeps putting things together. Then it says, Gunna and Young Thug posed for a photo released on social media, captioned "Slat Business, YSL 4L, an overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy." This was March. Now, that's pretty much most of the chart. There are 182 that were dropped here. And I pretty much gave you all of the ones that are on Young Thug. But one of the most important counts, which is count 56, that Young Thug is charged with, only Young Thug is charged with, as I've seen, says the following. Jeffrey Williams, a.k.a. Young Thug, a.k.a. Slime, with the offense of participation in criminal street gang activity for the said accused in the county of Fulton and state of Georgia on between 12th day of May 2018 and 8th day of May 2022 while occupying a position of organizer, supervisor, or other position of management or leadership of the criminal street gang YSL, did engage in, directly or indirectly, or conspire to engage in any one of the following acts of criminal street gang activity of YSL, to wit: murder, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, armed robbery, hijacking a motor vehicle, sale of marijuana, possession of marijuana with intent to distribute, theft by receiving a firearm, and possession of a weapon by a convicted felon. So they're saying he organized all of this, so he's getting charged with all of this as well. And this is really, really bad. I don't think Young Thug has much of a chance. Gunna, if we're talking about Gunna, maybe. But Young Thug, they want to put him behind bars. And there's clips that I posted on Twitter. I'll post a clip for you guys right now where people are saying, oh, what are the sentences looking like? The Fulton County DA, she did a presser
was Fulton
earlier
County
today.
Damn.
She was asked these questions. I'm going to play you guys 2 clips right now.
These are serious, significant charges. I would imagine you're going to see some pretty serious sentencing here. I know it's early, but can you talk a little bit about the type of sentences they might be facing?
We'll ask on the different charges for the maximum penalties, and there's obviously many people that are looking at life under this indictment. You're absolutely right. These are serious times. They're serious allegations, and it is my opinion that violence in our community deserves maximum penalties.
In a recent interview, you said in the coming weeks and months to expect indictments, RICO charges, gang charges. We see that with here, but this is only focused on the YSL gang. At that time, you used plural indictments. Should we expect more indictments against singular gangs in the coming weeks and months? Is that what you were meaning with that quote?
Yeah, and if you're already aware, we dropped an indictment not that long ago against YFN. It is certainly a tool that I believe in, which is using RICO. I believe the reason that I believe in it as a tool is it allows juries and the communities to see the complete picture of a crime so they can truly be educated and have facts to weigh when they're making decisions. And so if you're asking, should you expect to see other RICO indictments against other street gang organizations? Absolutely.
So as you guys just heard, one of the clips is her saying, there's guys here that are looking at life. And another one is her saying that other gangs in the Atlanta area should be worried and we're likely going to see more RICOs drop. She says it's...
I heard the FBI is coming down on a lot of Atlanta rappers, a lot of Atlanta gang activity, and they've been collecting shit for the past decade on y'all niggas, bro. Like, it's sad, bro. It's really sad.
It's their favorite tool to use. She references the YFN case, and she makes this statement saying, hey, if you think that you're going to come to Atlanta with your money and bring your gang ties and activities here and start operating like that in our city, that's not going to fly. We've got eyes on you, and it's only a matter of time before we bring you in too. So that means a lot of other rappers should be worrying. And if they're going back years upon years, just imagine how much evidence they already have on other gang-related rappers within the Atlanta area or who are living / operating in the Atlanta area, but perhaps moved from other cities, like Chicago, for instance. But let me know what y'all think about all this in the comments.
Shit, I had to do 2 different videos for this shit, bro. This is sad. This is the most... I'm gonna lie to y'all. That's some nigga shit. Like I said in the previous video, rap snitches, telling all their business. They see me in court and I be my own star witness. Do you see the perpetrator? Yeah, I'm right here. Fuck around. Get the whole label set up for years. That's what I think about it. Peace.
Sorry, yo, the poet.